Okay. All right. I think we're back again. I hope we're back again. Um,
We're back.
like the snow, technology is unpredictable. Indeed. Let's
True.
this is wow. This is it makes it interesting. I will make sure to let people know that we're back. But certainly glad to have people back. It's been interesting, to say the least. You're
I'm
back.
just looking down because I'm getting into like the chat myself too, like from my iPad.
Yeah. Got it. All right. I'm just letting some of our all right. Okay. All right. We'll give people a few moments to get in here. Wow. And hopefully I'm interested for people to make sure that they can tell us that they can hear us okay. I know there's some technical issues with audio last night. I really, really, really want those to be fixed. So hopefully the gain and everything is exactly how it needs to be. So another
For
pair of
sure.
fingers crossed. So all right.
Um,
Oh, Lynette.
they're saying yes, so I guess our
Uh,
audio is okay today.
yes. Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. Um, w- well, I'm I'm back inside.
So you'll have to catch us up on how that
I
went from
I
your
I
perspective.
will I was just gonna say I'll have to catch you up and I'll also have to tell you exactly what happened out there.
Okay. Oh, I mean, my hands are cold just watching you. Ah,
It was cold out there. No lie. It's funny. As soon as I got back in, I kind of watched like a little 2, 3 minute snippet of my own live stream, and I was like, "Ooh, that's a lot of like sniffling and heavy breathing and stuff." But it
yeah.
was just because it it was so cold and so strenuous to like walk out there that it just was like it took the life out of you for a few minutes. But it's funny, as I was walking like down the street showing you guys how bad it was out there, that was nothing compared to walking back. After my stream died and I had to after I had to walk back, I was being pelted like by the snow so
Hmm.
bad because I was walking right directly into the wind. So it's like one of those like, oh,
Yeah.
oh my God, can I do it? Can I do it? And like you're just like on a mission up the road. And like I said, it was so bad. Like I was just being pelted so bad by the wind and that like I could barely even open my eyes. Um, welcome in. I see some people joining. So welcome back. This isn't as interesting because I'm not out in the middle of a snowstorm. But so fun fact, I learned today that um just as extreme heat can cause issues with your phone, so can the extreme cold. It killed my battery almost instantaneously. I literally got that 10 minutes pretty much up the road, and that was it. I was gone. And I even tried to like get my phone to power up again, and it did its cycle and it turned right back off again. And so now I understand why earlier this morning when I saw some people live streaming from parts of Toronto in that they were saying in this cold, you if you're going to stream, you constantly have to you constantly have to have like your phone plugged into a power bank. I now know why. Like I just experienced it. And I like and honestly speaking, like that was the very first time that I've tried to do a live stream in that like bitter
Yeah.
cold. So that was a learning lesson.
But do you need to? And I see from North Neverland is back. And
Welcome back.
they're asking the same. They're kind of getting the same question I was going to have when you're mentioning that, which is, well, the battery pack is still going to have the same issue unless you keep it, you know, wrapped up, warm, protected from the cold, right? You see what I'm saying?
So earlier today, when I was watching a live streamer from downtown Toronto, they they were keeping their power bank like against their body in
Yeah.
their coat.
Yeah.
So they had like an internal pocket. They had their power bank down in the pocket, and they were running like the cable up and through their coat.
Got it. Got
So
it.
they were running, they kept it against, I guess, their body heat, the power bank, and then had their cable coming up and out through their collar, and they were plugged in. So, I mean, I guess that's what you need to do when you're trying to get out there. Mandy says, "Can I wrap it in a scarf?" I mean, I don't know what people are gonna see if you if you wrap your phone up in a scarf. I mean, you could try, but either you're more than likely gonna block your camera, or you're not gonna be able to see your side of the screen, and then you can't see chat or interact with chat. But you can do a walk,
I
but
like the idea of a cable like coming up. Well, I'm blocking the camera now. Like a
like
cable
up
kind of
through your
coming
arm,
through
maybe?
your armhole or what sleeve, whatever. Um,
Yeah,
and in that keeping that warm because that'll. I mean, it's where it's gonna, but it'll be long enough too. Like most of my cables that
yeah.
I have around that I would use to charge my phone. None of that scarf for you. Yeah.
Mandy says scarf you.
None of most of my I have
Welcome in,
one cable.
people.
Yeah, I have one. Hey there, Fiji. Welcome in back in, Mike. I have one cable. I would say that's a 4 to 6 foot cable that might work. Um, but yeah, you definitely proved something that we hadn't thought about before. Now, it's funny. We've
We
naturally
haven't
worked this
encountered
into a
it,
tech
right?
talk of sorts.
So
So I want to laugh about
we're
that.
turning it into a tech talk because of what
Yeah,
happened, 15 minutes ago to what was supposed to be like an extremely exciting live stream.
hashtag
But
hashtag amateur.
it was hashtag amateur, exactly, and I'll own it for sure. Look, I was just like, hey, oh my gosh, the snowstorm, it's so bad. What if I just take a quick walk up the street? And I prepped myself for warmth. I'll be honest, like from a person perspective, I was good to
Yeah.
go. I layered myself up. I had a shirt on, I had this hoodie on, I had my big winter jacket on, I had a scarf, my toque, big like ski gloves, my Eddie Bauer boots. You guys saw them. They're tall like fur-lined boots. I was good to go from a heat perspective. My phone wasn't. I feel like this is a Dragon's Den invention, bitch. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but I'll say if you were with me earlier, thanks for joining my very
Yeah.
quick live stream.
It was
When I said take a quick walk with me, I didn't mean that quick, guys.
yeah. I mean, it was great up until the time that it kind of went, blank. And I even mentioned in the live chat. I was like, "Well, we know the phones will overheat. I'm kind of wondering if we're seeing the reverse." And you've kind of confirmed that now.
Yeah, they'll
Absolutely.
overheat and freeze basically.
Yeah. Oh.
My boots were adorable, thank you. Those are not my everyday winter boots. I put those on like when I need to be absolutely like the warmest of the warm because they're hardcore, like they are super super warm. So I pulled them out today and I was good to go. Like I said, I was prepared. I guess my phone just wasn't.
yeah.
So learning lesson. Big time.
I-
It is what it is. I couldn't help it. But now I know. But now that makes me wonder, like, because I had the external mic, like on my jacket, and I had the
yeah.
like little transponder thing plugged in, I'm gonna absolutely need to get. I'm gonna need to get a new cable now if that's the case. Like,
Yeah.
even if I wanted to plug in, because oh no,
Does your
no, yeah,
there's a question about this, right? Not for the so the wireless mic, the receiver that you have that plugs into your phone, does that have a power pass through port?
It does
Okay,
actually.
good,
And
good.
you know what? I was just I had to stop myself and think a little bit about this because I thought maybe I needed a new like I was thinking, "Oh, I need a USB-C to lightning cable." But no, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I need my little USB cable that goes into the USB port on the power bank. That's what I need to send through the transponder.
correct, correct. Yep,
So
that's
I'm
correct.
okay. I do have then I have the
Yeah,
proper cables and stuff.
as long as it's long enough.
Um
You're feeding and wiring yourself up through your sleeve.
it
So,
it would not be feasible today for
yeah,
sure. Like I would have to
yeah,
get a longer one.
yeah.
If I was I mean the person that was doing it earlier today is the major pro. So I take their word for it that it works because I mean they're streaming for a long time. So
Dad says, how about REI hand warmers? Um, if they didn't get
to go
too
on the phone?
hot, well, I would say, well,
Like
I
I
would
know
say
that
using that in
I is he thinking like
conjunction.
wrap your phone in it?
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those things where, I mean, hand warmers are funny. Like sometimes they get nice and warm, sometimes they get too hot. Um, I have burnt myself with a hand warmer before. That's its own story. But anyway, I digress. So I think if you just use it right, I think if you're, I mean, I think what we're converging on is, um, yeah, use, make it such that you're powering your phone, not using the internal battery, but then we got to we got to make sure then the battery that isn't, getting frozen out is then we're just shifting that into a battery pack. So,
Yeah.
um, but up until that point, it was great. Um, yeah, we were having a good time. We were walking with you. So we'll
That snow was deep out there. Like, I don't know if you could see when I was showing you guys. Like, when I got to the part where I had to actually cross a road, like where those cars were getting stuck, I mean, I didn't realize how because I was looking at my camera, I didn't realize how deep it was. And like that snow stopped me. Like it was mid like it was kind of like up to my knees, like mid calf
mm,
up to my knees at that point in time. And I kind of had to like hop over
you know,
that little bank
mm,
there and keep going. So
yeah,
it's piling up
yeah.
pretty quickly out there for certain.
You can also get battery packs that attach to the phone magnetically. You can, but it makes me wonder if that would then be flowing back through the battery to the rest of the system, which then I don't know. I I kind of like I'm kind of leaning to still like doing the wire, like just getting the like what you need to protect just out of the
Or could
cold.
you do like both? Could you do both as like a backup? Could you like stick one of the magnetic ones like that your dad is talking about, like to the back of the phone, but also like plug yourself into?
It just I guess it just depends on. I mean, the whole point of like for us who have iPhones and it's the MagSafe technology. I mean, it, I guess it just depends if that energy is flowing through the battery, and then the phone is just then drawing back on the battery. I mean, the whole point of what we've got to solve is we
Yeah,
need to have the battery itself stop being like the primary source of energy. Like we got to get it
got
out.
it.
We've got to get it external
Which
to
is your
a
power bank then.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that, but
I
look,
think I'd probably like try it again sometime, but do that whole
well,
the shenanigans of
you know,
getting the power bank close to your body heat and then like wiring it up through.
well, I mean, if I were a betting person, this will not be the only snowstorm of Toronto in 2026. So
I
there will
mean,
be other. It
it's
may
a
not be as bad, who knows? But there will be other opportunities for you to get outside in the snow with your phone.
yeah.
Lotion and cold temp. Oh, I was gonna say lithium ion. I was like lotion ion,
I was
lithium
just about to
ion
ask you. I was
cold
like, what is
temps.
that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Mm.
Um, yeah. Is that the case? Like lithium ion and cold temps don't do well together?
I think that's right because this is why you'll find like like your Teslas and other EVs. they are severely impacted by the cold weather. It, it itself is it's a technology issue as well. Yeah.
Not a good selling feature here in Canada.
Um,
Just saying.
or parts of the states as well too. I mean, it's we haven't look. I mean, in fairness, right? You know the gas powered car has been around for many decades, and we've evolved and we've worked through that. We're still in the infancy of EVs, I would say. Um, and there's other
Yeah.
technologies out there on how to power a car in an electric fashion. Yeah, but yes, whether it just be the outright range, how quick they charge, or how they fare in both hot and cold, extreme hot and cold weather. Those are things
Hmm.
that smarter people than I are going to have to deal with. But we've learned. But I tell you what, I look. I said it last night when we talked about the evolution of our channel. You and I talked about it offline a bit even today. For me, just making progress is important, and so two things that at least I feel better about today, in the sense of um, we learned obviously through you going outside about cold weathers in our current phones and recording technologies, and we got
Yep.
some ideas how to fix that. So that's something we didn't think
Yeah.
about when we woke up. And then the audio, right? We had some challenges last night, um, and I think people would say that I think they can hear. Hopefully, they can hear us better
Yeah.
now, loud, clear, balanced. My apologies for the sound not being perfect last night, but hopefully it's all okay today. And we're gonna do some gaming later tonight. Still,
Later tonight.
yeah,
Yeah, I was just about to say that for any of our friends joining us, this is a very impromptu live chat,
yep,
just based on me not being able to stay outside in the snowstorm long here in Toronto.
yeah,
We just because it ended so abruptly, I was like, I feel like we need to just get back on and like tell
mm,
people what happened.
mm,
But
much
much
better.
better, much better. I'm assuming like much better audio today.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I just felt like we needed to like reconnect after like a very like abrupt ending to
Yeah.
the snowstorm. Like I was like, I haven't been swallowed up by the
Yeah, I was
snowstorm.
like, I didn't. I was. There was a small part of me was like, I said I was thinking it was your phone. I was like, oh God, let's all make sure that Lena's doing okay. And the abominable snowman didn't
But then I had to
jump over the
explain to you
fence.
like the walk down the street that I was
Mm,
showing you was probably like half the time it took me to get back home.
yeah.
Because back home it was just constant like just beating of the wind, and
Mm,
I walked into the lobby of my place and I just happened to like glance like at a mirror,
yeah.
and I mean everything was snow. Like all of me was snow. So
Mm.
yeah,
Lynette says, "Great to see you."
I
And
survived.
and
I know, I know.
Dad says, "At least you can walk in the snow. We can't walk on. Can't walk. Oh, yeah. It's easier for you to go outside and walk right now with the snow. It's harder here, perhaps, in the sense of it's. And you and I went outside earlier today, so maybe that's a quick
I was
update.
just gonna say, like, maybe just I know we listed this as like snowstorm in Toronto, but like I was saying aside, it's like really like pelting all of like different parts of like North America right now.
Yeah,
So, I mean, tell about your experience this morning, what you dealt with
yeah.
in
I
Raleigh.
um I woke up this morning. I looked out the window about 9 a.m. and it looked like you know a little bit more than a dusting, but you could just tell everything was white and covered. I do mean everything. So sidewalks, the cars, um, grass, just everything. What was a bit misleading is that as I got after I got dressed and went outside, um, you could tell you quickly could tell it actually was much less snow, and everything, and I do mean like everything, is just encased in ice. Um, the sidewalk, the street itself, the car. My car is, which is sitting outside right now. It's solid. I mean, it is truly solid. The
I mean, when
windshield,
you
the
showed me,
windows,
it was
yeah,
a sheet of ice. It
yeah. I said
was,
not
yeah,
really, like very, very, very small amount of snow, and it's just solid ice the rest of the way.
yeah,
And I even kind of took my my glove, palm to try to could I even break a piece, just a little bit. No, it's too thick.
yeah.
It's way too thick. I didn't even want to. I didn't really feel great trying to like open the door. I was afraid of there's just so much
No,
ice there. Um, it's supposed to get up to like 34 today, but it's not going to be significant or long enough to make any difference. The problem that we're going to have here in central North Carolina is the fact that, well, I think starting around 5 p.m., at least that when I checked this morning, we're getting another dose. And
yeah,
I had heard that it was going to be potentially as bad or worse than what we've had in round one. So, look, I mean, it just goes without saying, but we'll double down on the fact that just everybody, wherever you are, um, be safe, be warm.
yeah.
Hope everyone's got all the supplies that they need. Just stay indoors as much as you possibly can. I only saw one car earlier today, uh, moving at a faster clip than I expected, and I was waiting to see that they would break um, as they kind of rounded a corner, and sadly thinking that they were going to like go sliding, and they did okay. But look, when I go outside right now, it's baby steps. I'm not gonna lie to you. It, it's just so solid
And I
ice.
think, yeah, and just going back to what you said, like people just need to like stay safe. And if you don't need to go anywhere, like just don't, right? Like stay home, stay safe, stay warm. The in the live stream I was doing outside, like in the whole 10 minutes I was out there, those two cars that you saw on the street with me, those were the only two cars I saw. Nobody else was out.
Mom says, "Crap." I guess mom's not thrilled about the ice.
Is this CRP? Is that supposed to be crap?
I'm guessing. I
Okay.
mean, more likely than crop. I don't. I'm guessing.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
um but yeah, going back, like there was nobody out on the road with me either. Those two cars were the only two I saw the entire time I was out there.
Yeah,
Aside from that, there is a few people walking around and things like that, and I saw some
well,
kids.
it was cleaned up.
Oh,
All right. No worries.
um I saw some kids like sledding and things like that out there. They don't care. They'll go out in
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah, I got an
yeah,
alert today saying
it's pretty active out there right
the
now for
big
sure.
hills over at Dorothea Dix Park, which is where we've done some filming. It's where the big field is. That there's some good sledding taking place over there. So
Yeah.
I I mean, if you can safely get there, I guess, or you live in that area of that's Western Raleigh actually. Um,
Should I show a quick view from my balcony?
can you do it?
Should yeah, like I'll just
Do
turn
it.
off my camera for a second,
Yeah,
but maybe I'm thinking like just put my like jacket back on and see like
sure.
what it's like now compared to like how it was when I was out
Yep.
there.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so I mean, I'll keep talking, but
Yep.
I'm gonna turn things off for just a quick second.
Yep.
I
You're
just figure like let's go take a peek, right?
yep.
So yeah.
You good.
Welcome in people.
Yep.
You missed a 10-minute live stream earlier of me
But it's
trucking
still
through the
there.
snowstorm. But thanks for joining us now. And this will be one of probably two live streams today,
Yep.
or now three live streams. Um, because well, okay, depending on it won't be so much of an issue, I think, up here, but depending on Jason's area, so long as he has Wi-Fi and power, we're gonna do a game night tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There uh there's nothing moving around here now. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty bleak and dead and not a lot going on right
Yeah,
now.
I
I
can
mean,
imagine.
people, animals, the like. I mean, seriously, just stay in. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I know
Yeah, for
we'll
sure.
play some games later. I was thinking we can't really choose the content of the game so much after we pick the game, but it would have been cool if we had had a snow themed, you know, chrono photo or a snow themed color brain or whatever. But it doesn't really work out that way. Oh, from, Manny from Neverland says, looking forward to game night. Big smile emoji.
We're looking forward to game night too. Like I said, so long as Jason has Wi-Fi and power, we're
Yeah,
good to go.
you know,
Um,
the
yeah.
broadcast booth is ready for it. At least we'll do that. We can say that much. No,
Yep, for sure. Okay.
um,
Um, so pardon some noise for a second. I'm gonna go see what I can show you guys outside right now.
mm,
Just it's getting so
yeah.
bad out there. It is bad, but
Yep.
oh, sorry
Tess
guys.
says at least
You're
our
here.
power is still on. Thankfully so. Yes. So the question to me is, am I using a webcam now with your computer? So the short answer is kinda. And what I mean by that is, I'll answer this quickly so we can get to Lena's video here. I'm actually
Oh
using
yeah.
my phone as the web camera because it's got actually a better camera than what I typically use. So, yeah. Okay, Lena, take it away. We are seeing, wow,
You
Blizzard
are
2026.
yeah, it's bad here, guys. It's funny, right ahead, like over here, there's usually like a bunch of buildings. You can't see them at all right now. It's just so heavy. Um,
I'm full screen on your view right now, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad out.
Wow. I mean, we can just
And
see.
and it has not slowed down at all. Like it started mildly snowing around like 8 a.m. But I would say from about 10 o'clock today, like this is how it's been. It has not slowed at all. At all. It is persistent. Um, and like you saw me walking out there earlier, it's deep. It's yeah, it's bad,
I think
and it is cold
it
and
what really
very, very, very
I was
windy.
gonna say it really stands out that it's not just falling up and down or up to down snow. Like it, we can even
It's
see in
blowing
your
all
view right
over.
now. It is blowing every which direction. Oh, and there's somebody down below venturing out.
But you can even tell, like, just looking at them, like, you're having to trudge through it. It's so deep. It's not easy to walk in.
Do they
Like,
have
when you
poles or
heard me,
something
like,
like a cane stick or anything on them?
no,
Okay.
no, they're just walking. But, like, when you heard me, like, huffing and puffing earlier to try and, like, walk in this, it's because it was just very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah.
Wow.
And just standing out here, like, a few minutes, it's so cold. It's very cold.
Wow.
Um, so that's it, guys. I can't even stand out here any longer.
Yeah.
It's
No.
so
Get
cold.
go
I'm
go
going
back
back
inside,
in.
please. Go back inside.
All right. I'm with
Wow.
you still. I'm just gonna move around and get back in. All right, guys. That's Toronto right now.
That's crazy. I'm
It
glad you're
is.
indoors.
It
I'm glad you
is.
got power right now. I'm glad you're safe.
Yes. Yes,
Um,
and honestly speaking, I am also you never know, like I said, I think our utilities handle it a little bit better sometimes. We have issues if we get, like, into really thick ice and everything as well,
yeah.
but for the most part, we are pretty prepared up here when it comes to power and stuff, but I am always prepared. So I do have candles and flashlights and everything else just in case we do have an issue as well. And hopefully not. Yeah.
Good. Good. Um, you're right where you need to be, safe. And that's the
Yep.
priority.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm happy to be exactly
Yeah.
where I am today. Yeah,
Good.
for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, after you come back, I think we may close out here in a moment so that we
Yeah. Yeah, because we'll, like we said, we'll be back anyway, right?
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely. Well,
like,
I do want to say welcome again to all the new subscribers. We've gotten a few more today. Your 10 minute, even in your 10-minute live stream there, of walking and obviously we've talked it ad nauseum about it ended unexpectedly. We got 2 new subscribers, so if you're still with us, welcome, glad to have you. We are inching,
yeah,
we're
that's
inching
awesome
towards
because
400.
we celebrate every single one,
We do,
every single one
absolutely,
to us.
absolutely,
So,
every single
yeah.
one, and we are inching to 400. um uh, Exciting stuff. So indeed, yeah, I did get. Yeah, I think I did answer the question that I am using. I'm not. I'm using my phone as my web camera, but very quickly, just don't want to add. I'm also using. We're doing this in 60 frames per second. A lot of the live streams that you'll do off your phone, a lot of them are 30 frames per second. This is coming a bit smoother because I'm doing 60 frames per second for the overall stream. So should make it a little
Yeah,
bit nicer and better quality camera here. And you're using your phone as a camera, so we're doing what we
yep,
can for today. So
for sure.
I
For
think
sure.
that's it. I think that's it for now.
I think that's it
For
for
now.
now. I think the whole purpose of this one was just to like give you that additional view of outside, a little bit more coverage of the snowstorm that's
Yep.
happening right now, but also just to briefly explain what happened
Yeah.
earlier while I was out there because it just seemed odd to just
Yep.
leave it the way that it was.
Good.
So,
Well, from North Neverland,
um
I promised that we would do this, but as and they confirmed, they're likely going
yeah,
to go for a walk, a jaunt, as they're going to say. So first off, if you haven't
awesome.
already subscribed and checked out from Neverland, we want you to go to their channel and subscribe. They're not
Go
just
check them
channel
out.
friends, channel
Subscribe.
family. So
They are.
good
It's my
channel,
sister.
awesome, absolutely, yes,
It's my sister and my brother-in-law. So,
exactly. So check them
Mike and
out.
Mandy from North
Hit
to
the bell,
Neverland.
hit the bell, and when they go live with them. Show them the same love that you've been giving
We
us.
will go
So
live with them for
yeah,
sure.
absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
it's pushing about a foot outside the house. Yeah, all I can say, Mandy, is bundle up for sure. Be careful out there, and yeah, you're right. Will you probably have problems with your battery too? Uh, More than likely, and I would say my biggest fault was I didn't keep a very close eye on it. Like it was on my screen and I didn't catch it. Had I caught it in time, I would have signed off and actually did like a proper closure to my live stream. But I was so focused on, the wind and the cold and the snow that I just it went very quick. So, but I'm glad that you guys joined us again so that we could talk a little bit further with you guys. But what were we thinking? If you have Wi-Fi and you have power, we're still aiming at about 8 o'clock tonight, right? For game night?
Eight's the aim. Yep, eight's the
Okay,
aim. So
cool.
we'll look forward to
Awesome.
seeing all
Looking
of you
forward to
there.
it.
Go check out from North
Yep.
Neverland as they look like they're going to do a stream, and
Yep.
we'll
Awesome.
be back with
Good luck out
everybody
there,
at.
guys.
Yeah, stay warm, take care of yourselves, be safe,
Yep,
and
for sure.
for everybody, we'll see you later tonight. And as we always say, walk with you later.
Walk with you later. Bye,
Bye, guys.
guys.